Right now, I need a mirror.
Okay, everyone, we're going to get started. I want to thank everyone for joining today. Welcome to this global information session. The whole goal of this session is to explain all of the amazing initiatives and programs that we have developed here at MUN Impact that are open for you to participate in, join in, and most importantly, take leadership in. We're doing this session at a time when we're going to be transitioning and opening a lot of new leadership roles. So if you get involved now, there's just so much possibility for the year ahead. So I'm really excited to be here. I'll just go ahead and introduce myself. I'm Zoe. I'm one of the Global Secretaries General for MUN Impact. I run the global leadership team, and I'm also participating and leading some of the other initiatives that we have here. And I'm joined by a ton of members of our amazing leadership team and program heads today. I can't go through everyone right now, but when they have a chance to introduce their program, I'll let these amazing individuals go ahead and just introduce themselves. So without further ado, I just want to hop right into it. So if you're new to MUN Impact, we are a global community that believes in action and inspiration for the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And we specifically like to promote the Sustainable Development Goals with the global youth voice. We think that youth are a driving force for change in relation to the SDGs. And we also promote action and impact. Action is a huge component of everything we do here. All of our programs have an action component that ties right into direct action for the Sustainable Development Goals. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go through the program. So Zane, I don't know if you want to hop in, introduce yourself, and talk a little bit about what the SDGs are.
Sure. So, hi everyone. My name is Zain. What I mostly do is that I'm a co-assistant deputy secretary general for the Middle East and North African region. So, I mostly work with Muni Global. However, I have been a lead mentor in MUN Home before. So let's get right into it. Basically, the SDGs are 17 are the 17 sustainable development goals that the United Nations created to kind of make a perfect world that are supposed to be achieved by 2030. So they are a blueprint just for us to achieve a better sustainable world in the future, and there's something that MUN Impact really focuses on, and kind of our whole programs are built around the SDGs, as you'll see as we get into more detail in the presentation.
Awesome. So as I said earlier, at MUN Impact, we believe that the collective voice of youth is powerful and can enact global change. And that's so core to our values. And we also try to promote youth engagement with the United Nations and to let the world know that young people are doing so much on the ground. And a lot of the important hands-on work is done by young people. And all of our programs are run by students for students, which is so, so important. As you can see, all of us presenters here are students. I'm in high school, Zane is in high school, some of us are in university as well. So really, really is driven by this young generation. And if you join this community, you can join as a young change maker or an aspiring change maker. You can already have had leadership roles or not. This is a place where we hope to teach you how to be a good leader as well and gain those skills. So a little overview about MUN Impact Global and who we are. So we're a team of secretaries generals, deputy secretaries generals, and diplomats from 7 regions around the world. And we contribute through MUN Impact through workshops, events, and we oversee all of our partnerships, so club, conference, and other organizations that decide to partner with us. And we hope to drive SDG action from a grassroots level. So we try to encourage individuals and organizations to take action for the SDGs, and then we try to promote that through our different social media channels and publicity channels as well. And yeah, Mr. Newman just sent in a chat to send in where you're calling in from today. We usually have such a global representation, so it'd be great to see that in the chat. I think actually we've had this past year over 25,000 participants from 147 plus countries, which is really hard to kind of grasp your head around, but that's what our community looks like in a nutshell. So here are 7 regions. We're 7 regions, but we operate in one team. North America, Africa, South and Central America, Middle East and North Africa, Europe, South Asia, and East and Southeast Asia. And this is the team that conducts most of the outreach for MUN Impact and its global programs. So if you want to be a part of this global leadership team, you can apply to be a diplomat. You can actually apply starting now, and then a new application will be out in April. So you can stay tuned for that new application this spring. And you have to have some previous leadership experience if you want to be a part of the global leadership team. And if you're a university student, there's going to be a separate application for our brand new university team that will be launched this spring as well. So yeah, I hope that you'll all join us and apply for a position on the global leadership team. So now we're going to go through all of our programs. So the global leadership team is kind of the overarching, I guess, umbrella that promotes these programs and recruits people and supports SDG action. But here are our specific original initiatives that we have developed that promote SDG education, awareness, action, and impact.
So first off, we have MUN at Home. MUN at Home was a program created about a year ago, so in March of 2020, to kind of teach people about MUN and learn the basics, but also further develop their MUN skills if they already have them. We do one round each month, and the round is 4 weeks long. And we actually have registration now open for our March round, which is specifically about SDG Target 5.4. As I previously said, MUN Impact is really built on the SDGs, and all of our MUN at Home teams are actually SDG related and our topics. So I'll be sending the links right now in the chat if you guys want to sign up. The round does last from February 26th to March 27th, and it basically just improves your MUN skills and your learning skills about the SDGs and kind of further elaborates and builds on what you already know, or teaches you the basics depending on your years of MUN experience. So yeah, you can apply to be an MUN at Home mentor or a delegate. The mentors kind of are people with previous MUN experience, a couple of years or a couple of conferences, and they help the delegates and teach the delegates the A to Z and when they already have very developed MUN skills. If you want to apply as a delegate, you usually have little to no MUN experience and you want to learn more about it and further develop your skills. So we have 4 additional languages other than English. We have Russian that was newly launched. We have Spanish, Arabic, and French. So just whatever language you prefer. We also have programs that work in these languages other than English.
Yeah, and all of our materials are translated completely into these languages. The debates are in these languages. So it's really kind of a revolutionary program that we have established because you don't see MUN that operates fully in these foreign languages. And I actually want to introduce Alex Kim, who has started our brand new Russian program that is launching this month. Alex, if you want to just take the floor and explain a little bit more about MUN at DOMA.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Zoe. Hello everyone, my name is Alex, and I'm basically leading this Emiratoma program along with my team. And we just launched this Emiratoma program, which I'm really proud of. And basically to explain about Emiratoma program is kind of a combination of Emirat at Home and English version along with some debate-only programs such as like OMUN, Uni OMUN kind of thing. So we're getting Russian speakers inside our debate. So it's 100% conducted in Russian, and it is for secondary to university students. And MUN Doma has like 2 types of events. So it has a 2 routes. And it will work bi-monthly. So for the first route, it will have like 4-week training and debating program, just like MUN at Home. And another thing is that for another month, we will have a 1-day, 2-hour debating program, which is something similar to what OMUN and Uni OMUN and Junior OMUN does. And for Emira Doma, like the program that has 4-week training program along with a debate program is for a middle school to high school students. And then for regular only debate route is for secondary high school students to a university students. And currently we're getting some moderators and chairs and some leaderships. So if you're fluent speaker in Russian and also if you're passionate in MUN, please feel free to join us. We will soon send out the application form through your email, and also, if you're interested in debating in Russian, you can feel free to register one of our debate, which is coming up on March 20th, and it will be about SDG 6.2 and 3.3 linked with WASHPAP challenge. Thank you.
Alex, if you want to drop your email in the chat so people can email you for more information, that would be great.
Okay, yeah, I will drop my email in the chat.
Awesome. Okay, so moving along, I am pleased to introduce one of our newest initiatives. I'm going to show this short video and then have somebody from the 100K Deeds campaign who's here with us today give a little bit more information. But let's watch this before. This is our brand new 100,000 Deeds challenge that just launched back in January. So let's take a look.
I'm joining in from India,
Nairobi, Kenya,
Nepal,
the Philippines,
Qatar,
Sri Lanka,
Turkmenistan,
the United Arab Emirates.
MUN Impact aims to inform, inspire, motivate students to take action through Model United Nations.
We, MUN Impact, are delighted to encourage you to take action for the SDGs by being a part of the 100K Deeds Challenge. Because each and every action counts.
Also, we create opportunities for students around the globe to come together.
And we aim to achieve these goals by developing new learning tools based on the SDGs.
In 2017, a brother-sister duo named Ambi and Bindu Subramaniam launched a pilot 10,000 Deeds campaign in India, in partnership with UNICEF to encourage young students to perform the deeds and serve the SDGs in their schools, families, and communities.
Now, MUN Impact is building on this creative inspiration to expand the campaign to schools around the world by setting a goal of 100,000 deeds worldwide.
The 100K Deeds Challenge is for all young people aged between 2 and 22 years of schools, universities, and offices. Each one of us has the power to create a future we want and take lessons to articulate them in an even better manner.
All 17 of the SDGs seems like a massive task, but when each one of us take a step in the right direction, we can make a difference.
To help you get started, we have a wonderful brochure on the 100K Deeds website where you can gain a greater insight into what the 100K Deeds Challenge is. This will help you achieve the sustainable development goals in your community. Once you finish a deed, fill in the deed card with details about yourself and your deed to let us know about your good work.
So join the 100K Deeds Challenge because every deed counts.
لأن كل عمل له أهميته.
क्योंकि हर काम मायने रखता है.
ஏனென்றால் ஒவ்வொரு நல்ல செயலும் ஒரு நல்ல வித்தியாசத்தை ஏற்படுத்துகிறது.
Porque todas las acciones cuentan.
왜냐하면 모든 행동은 의미가 있기 때문이다.
kwa sababu kila tendo linasaidia.
但一日他自
因为每个行动都很重要.
Okay, so that was a little intro to our 100K Deeds Challenge, which is, again, a brand new initiative that we've recently launched. And I want to invite one of our leadership team members from the 100K Deeds Challenge to go ahead and give a little more information on that. One moment, technical difficulties because of the video. I just need to reshare my screen. Sorry, everyone. Okay, San, you have the floor to explain a little bit more about the 100K Deeds Challenge and how people can get involved.
Thank you, Zoe. Hi, everyone. I'm San, and I'm the Deputy Secretary General of the 100K Deeds Challenge. So I hope you guys are kind of clear about what the challenge is by the video. we launched this January 2021, and we aim on achieving 100,000 deeds which are related to the SDGs. So the 100,000 deeds challenge was something our adult leads picked up from the Global Summit 2.0 when Ambi and Bindu Subramanian talked about their 10,000 deeds program. And from now, this challenge is open to everyone from the age of 2 to 22 years of age, and the parents or the teachers can assist their children while doing the deeds. We have the toolkit up on our website, which generally gives you certain deeds, certain example deeds, which you can do. And we have a whole type form which you can fill real quick to submit your deeds. So we have some proof that you did it. And just so we can keep count of whether we've reached our target or not. So the 100K deeds challenge is particularly based on achieving the 17 SDGs as young individuals. So one of the most important thing we have right now is today we have the North America Open House at 17 UTC. You guys can join there if we'll have a North America team talk about the 100K deeds challenge in more detail. I'll be sending the link for that. Plus, we have a few leadership positions open as well. There's a link for the North America Open House, and we have Catherine, who's the region head for North America. So if you want to add on something, Catherine.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, even if you don't live in North America, anyone is welcome to come. We encourage people to come to learn more about the 100K Deeds Challenge and how they can directly make an impact on the SDGs.
Okay, thank you. So up next, we also have the Asia and South Pacific and Africa open houses coming up this February, and we are planning on keeping the open houses monthly so people can get involved in our challenge and get to know more about it. If you have any queries at all, you can reach out to me via my email. And you can also check out 100K Deeds on 100K Deeds website, which is 100kdeeds.org. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to our amazing 100K Deeds team for hosting these open houses and being here today. So next up, we have another one of our new programs, the SDG Hubs, and I'm going to pass it over to Matthew O, who's one of our SDG Hubs leaders, to give you a little bit more information on the hubs and maybe what that's going to look like moving forward. So Matthew, you have the floor.
Hey everyone, so thankful for everybody to be here today. The SDG Hubs are a new program, as Zoe said, that was born out of the SDG sandboxes of our Global Summit 2.0 last year in around August, or I believe it was November. I'm getting my dates mixed up, but that's not the main point. The main point is that the SDG Hubs are a new initiative here at MUN Impact to focus on student action surrounding the SDGs. We're building different sustainable virtual communities of students. Each community is devoted to a specific SDG. As you can see on the SDG icons on the slide, we've got the current hubs we have are Hub 4, Hub 5, Hub 13, and Hub 16. And each of these hubs are led by a student leadership team who are guiding a group of students through their journey to create projects to advance the SDGs. One example I can give right now is Hub 13 is working on making cloth masks and donating those masks to discourage people from throwing away their non-reusable masks. And I believe Hub 5 is also working on a seminar of some sort, a speakers panel, and that's really exciting to see as well. But the main point is there are a lot of interesting ideas that are being born out of the hubs and are being put into action by students. It's completely run by students and for students. Right now, we are in the middle of a turnover. We are preparing to end this current iteration of the hubs and relaunch sometime in April. So if you did wanted to join this this program, it's kind of late in the game. But I can promise you that when we start the second iteration, we will be making a ton of changes to hopefully improve the program, make it much more engaging. And I hope to see y'all there. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. So now I want to talk a little bit about MUN Impact LATAM, which is, again, brand new program. Basically, it's a Spanish language extension of MUN Impact. So with its entire separate global leadership team that's operating in Spanish, as well as a multitude of different Spanish language programs. So there are a few opportunities to get involved with MUN Impact LATAM. First off, they're looking for social media content designers. So again, follow the instructions on the slide. Feel free to take a screenshot of the slide if you're interested. But you can email your CV and your past designs to the email on the slide. They're also taking diplomat signups. So similar to our global leadership team, they also have a team of diplomats that are operating entirely in Spanish. And you can, again, find that information on the Instagram account. And if somebody from MUN Impact LATAM is here, they can maybe drop their email or give some more information on how to get involved. But if not, we'll just move forward. Okay, so moving forward, I want to introduce for the first time to the public a brand new campaign that MUN Impact is launching in partnership with the organization One Shared World. And this is our WASHPAP2030 campaign. So WASHPAP stands for Water, Sanitation, Hygiene, and Pandemic Preparedness. So the whole goal of WASHPAP is to achieve equal access to water, sanitation, hygiene, and essential protection from deadly pandemics for all by 2030. So it's an extremely important initiative that combines aspects of SDG 6 and 3 and really, really relevant for today's day and age. And One Shared World is an organization that was founded during the pandemic that seeks to promote interdependence among nations and collaboration to achieve solutions to pressing global issues such as water, sanitation, hygiene, and pandemic preparedness. So we're teaming up with One Shared World to host a series of events. The first is going to be online debates for middle, high school, and university students on WASHPAP. So discussing how to ensure water, sanitation, hygiene, and pandemic preparedness by 2030 for all. We're also going to have programs available in English, Spanish, Russian, and French. So we'll have debates in those languages. And the goal is that the resolutions that come out of these debates are going to be combined into one document that we hope to present to stakeholders, so UN stakeholders and stakeholders from G20 nations and other countries. So the language and the ideas from our students is going to be presented directly to these individuals and organizations who are really making global change, on the world stage, which is so exciting. And we're going to have advocacy training and roundtable discussions with these high-level stakeholders during the program. The last component of the campaign is direct action with the 100K Deeds campaign. So besides drafting this resolution that we hope to get, looked at by governments and United Nations organizations, we also want to encourage people to take action within their own lives on a smaller scale for WASHPAP. And the program will launch on March 13th with our training sessions. Our debates are taking place starting March 20th. And from there on, we're going to have different advocacy sessions and opportunities to engage with high-powered individuals. So that's extremely exciting. Next, I want to introduce Junior MUN. So if someone is here from Junior MUN who wants to explain more, who has participated in Junior MUN, that would be awesome. If not, I could take the floor. Yeah, so actually, I don't think the Junior MUN team was able to make it today, but basically Junior MUN is one of our debate programs. They host monthly and bi-monthly debates for middle school students on Zoom, and they take place in a 4-week cycle. So each week is dedicated to a different part of the prep process. So it's a really great opportunity for people who are new to Model UN to kind of ease into it. So they go over the research process, the policy statement process, speeches, and then writing clauses. And they have a virtual classroom where students are mentored throughout the process. And then the cycle culminates in a 2-day debate. And again, all of our programs are completely free. So all of this is cost free. And Junior OMAN's next debate is going to be in collaboration with our WASHPAP2030 campaign. So the topic is measures to ensure equitable access to clean water and sanitation for all as a means of addressing and enhancing the global pandemic response. And that will be on March 27th and 29th. And the sign up link is here. So next up we have Oman. I think one of our Oman directors is in the house. If he wants to unmute and talk a little bit about the upcoming Oman debates and what Oman is.
Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Akshat. I'm one of the current Co-Secretary Generals for Oman. Now, Oman is basically a weekly debate program where we host debates for 2 hours on Saturdays, so from 1300 UTC to 1500 UTC, on topics that are usually centered around SDGs, with the entire purpose of essentially developing high school students as delegates, as MUN delegates and MUNers, like people who can actually like proceed with their skills. So Oman was originally founded with the idea of making the increasing the accessibility to MUN around the world. So with as long as you have a laptop and you have a Wi-Fi connection, you can participate in Oman debates. So yeah, it's as simple as that. So talking about Oman coming up, like we just had a debate in the special committee on securing access to adequate sanitation and hygiene, which is based on SDG. I'm sorry. Wait, we're going to be having this debate on 6th March, which is going to be on securing access to adequate sanitation and hygiene for all, while paying attention to special needs of women and those in vulnerable situations. This debate is focused on SDG 6.2, so as a lead up to the WASHPAP collaboration for the whole of Muni. So it's just to give our delegates, put them in that kind of mindset, then wait, okay, you just went, okay. Yeah, so but like next week right now we have the promoting sustainable and inclusive economic growth in developing nations through equal employment opportunities in all sectors. So that's going to be running from 1300 EDC. You can sign up at our website, which I'm just going to put the link to in the chat, where you can just go to each debate. So we basically are having debates almost every single week on Saturdays from 1300 EDC, as I said. And whenever you register for a debate, around a week before the debate, you'll get like an email with all the materials prepared by our team, like the care package, the resolution. But before that, also you can access those materials early from our website, but the email gets sent out like around a week before the debate, if you're interested in becoming a delegate. And then, yeah, next slide.
Thank you so much for discussing about Oman. Now I want to introduce Mustafa, one of our university students who has helped launch our University Oman program.
Hello, everyone. So we also have a university level debate for our university students or students who have graduated from their high school and looking for a university program. Or if you are between the age of 18 to 25, then you can participate in our University Oman. So every month end of every month, we have different debates on SDGs, and the registration for this month is already going on. So if you go to our website, munimpact.org/UniOman, then you can register for our debate, and we will reach out to you and we'll provide you all the country allotment and you can participate in the debate.
Awesome. So now I want to shift focus to discuss another aspect of MUN Impact that is so important to the growth of our community, and that is our partner clubs. And if you are part of a partner club and you're here today, I want to thank you for being here and thank you for supporting us and becoming a partner. So what does it mean to be an MUN Impact Club partner? Well, it means that you're taking part in action projects to advance the sustainable development goals in your own community, which is so important. And you'll also become part of a worldwide organization and get to show your activist spirit within the global community. So all of our club partners, again, are part of our community. They interact with our leadership team on a day-to-day basis. And we hope that we really, again, like you feel this community vibe when you're with us. So there are 2 requirements for all of our club partners. The first is you have to host one MUN Impact workshop or summit, so it can educate others about the SDGs. Anything related to the SDGs really would qualify. So we've had different club partners host sessions on SDG 5 or have guest speakers on another sustainable development goal. Or some of our club partners have also reached out to us and have had members of the MUN Impact leadership team come and host a workshop, which would count for the requirement if we came to your school or your organization and hosted our own workshop on SDG action. So the second one is the most important, and that is running one SDG action campaign itself. So actually taking action for one of the goals, and this can be big or small. The action should advance one of the SDGs and ideally a specific target of the SDGs. And this will be documented and shared on our blog, in our magazine, on our social media. We really want to promote all the hard work that our club partners are doing. And we hope that you'll also submit this action item to the 100K Deeds campaign and get added to the 100K Deeds map and get counted as one of the deeds that we are trying to count up to reach 100,000. And we need all of your help to get there. And this is to help inspire our community. And for, so we also have conference partners. So if you're hosting an MUN conference, you can also become a partner as long as your conference incorporates the spirit of the SDGs. That would qualify you as a potential conference partner. And we can help you by providing resources, workshops, speakers, and support to ensure that your conference is a success and has that SDG component tied into it. And we also require that every conference that becomes a partner with us take some sort of action to support the Sustainable Development Goals. So how can we support the SDGs? We've been talking about taking action for the SDGs, but I want to quickly touch on how to best do that. So hosting a workshop about the SDGs is a great way to start. Raising awareness is so important. More people don't know about the SDGs than people that do. So this is a really great way to kind of raise awareness in your community. You can also create local SDG challenges on a smaller scale to what we have to inspire people to take action, and creating awareness campaigns on specific goals as well. And you can spread the support by expanding the scope of SDG workshops and reaching out to other organizations to partner with them and team up in the fight to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. So one of the best ways you can support the SDGs is to create your own project. So if you're passionate about a specific goal or issue that is affecting your community, just go out there and make a change. And it sounds easier than it is, but in reality, there are a lot of easy steps that you can take. And that's what MUN Impact is here to do, to let you know that it is possible to take action for the SDGs. So for example, if you're passionate about quality education, maybe you want to get youth involved in civics or bridge inequalities by providing lessons in STEM to different underrepresented groups. So that's an example of a great action item in support of SDG 4. And a lot of different SDGs can also intersect because after all, they are all interconnected and cannot be achieved in a vacuum. And it's important to work within your local community, put together a team of people who are passionate about taking action, brainstorm different ideas, and don't doubt yourself. Anything is possible when it comes to the SDGs. And MUN Impact is here to provide guidance and support when you're trying to come up with a project. So I also want to again introduce Mustafa, who's the head of our global communications team, to talk a little bit about our social media, and our press. We have a very exciting new magazine that launched back in December, as well as a podcast and some other initiatives. So Mustafa, you have the floor.
Thank you, Zoe. So first of all, we are going to talk about the community magazine. So we have developed a magazine, a monthly magazine that we have been issuing from December. So we have December, January, February, and the March is now under construction, or it's building up now. So in the community magazine, we share all about MUN Impact, what we are doing, or what our partners are doing. Then we have a community section where students from different schools or partner schools can send in their articles, or they can also send in their artworks as well. So if you go to our website, then you will find the community magazine page where you can actually see the guidelines, how you can develop it, and you can send it to us, and our head of press for the community magazine will contact you for any adjustment, or they will publish it in the next magazine, or they will contact you if any adjustment is needed. And we have and you can also subscribe for the community magazine. So every time we have a community magazine released, you will get an email in your inbox. And we have the communicate podcast, so you can download or you can listen to our podcast in Spotify as well. And in podcast we introduce different people who are involved with MUN and who have been doing different projects and community work. So you can listen to our podcast, and they're very interesting and very informative as well. So you will learn a lot from this different influential person and very amazing people. As well as if you want to join the MUN Impact social media department or a press reporter, then you can as well sign up for reporter, so you can cover and write about many aspects of our programs, about MUN at Home, Oman, Junior Oman, or you can also write about for the community magazine as well. So you can be a reporter, or if you have designing skills, then you can join the MUN Impact as a designer as well, because we need designers to create our posters. So these are also opportunity for you if you want to join. Back to Zoe.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Mustafa. Again, a lot of opportunities to get involved in so many aspects of the organization. So next I want to introduce a very exciting announcement. I want to introduce Alex Kim once again. You've been seeing a lot of Alex Kim today, but he is kind of the mastermind behind our newest project, which is a Minecraft world dedicated to SDG awareness. So Alex, you have the floor to describe a little bit more about what this is.
Thank you, Zoe. So basically, we're going to launch our Bill for SDGs, which I'm really excited because it's gamifying the SDG world into a game. So we're going to build a SDG land inside a Minecraft with the participants, and the target audience would be much younger age. So it will be from elementary to middle school, but also you might be involving some high school kids depending on the needs. So if you're interested, you could send the email to MUN Impact general email, I think. And also to go into more deeper side, we're going to launch from April. So the first Bill for SDGs Minecraft session will held. We don't have a clear date right now, but we're going to hold on somewhere like first or second week of April, and it will be centered around SDG 3.3 and 6.2 as we're collaborating with WASHPAP challenge to some extent. So we're having that, and inside a Minecraft there will be lots of opportunities to get to know about SDGs, because there will be an island that was created that contains some SDG questions from SDG 1 to SDG 17. Along with, you will have a chance of fixing a world to be more sustainable towards SDG, like diverse SDGs. And also you will get a chance to build up your own SDG world with your teammates, which will be SDG 3 team and SDG 6 team, where they both will work on two different island each. I think that's all for this bill for SDG.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex. So yeah, this is definitely something that I don't think has ever been done before, and we're really excited to be pioneering this. So we also have official merchandise. We hope that, a lot of these programs, it takes a lot of support to keep them running. They're all completely free because we want to make sure that every single person has access to SDG awareness and Model UN. So in order to run these programs, we do need your support, and purchasing merchandise does help a lot. We have merchandise for all of our specific programs, but we also have merchandise for the SDGs. So if you are passionate about a specific SDG and you want to advertise it all day long and wear that SDG on yourself, then you can purchase some of our SDG specific merchandise, and it ships worldwide. And and we have also some promotions throughout the year to get some money off of this merchandise. So we hope that you'll support us and maybe buy something to take a little piece of the SDGs home with you. So I want to open the floor up to questions now. We have a few minutes. If you have any questions about how to get involved, any of the specific programs we mentioned, what it's like to be a part of MUN Impact, how to start an SDG project, basically anything, feel free to unmute yourself, and any of our leadership team members can just go ahead and answer questions. And while we're answering questions, I want to leave this contact slide up. Feel free to take a screenshot contact people that you're interested in their programs. So yeah, we have Farah has a question. So Farah, feel free to just go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi. I was just wondering, for your last slide with the merch on it, I was just wondering if there was a designing team for the merch, because I'm interested in designing and also the community journalist thing. So I was just wondering, yeah, does the merch team have a designers team, and is there a possibility that I can join it?
Yes, for sure. So a lot of the merch we haven't had like an official designing team. We've kind of just been working to create the designs, but we would love to have somebody with some expertise on our team. So feel free to shoot me an email after the session. My email is right at the top, cfisher@muimpact.org. And I would love to get you involved on that. And for the community magazine, I think there is a link to apply to be on the team. If somebody can share that link in the chat, that would be awesome, because I'm sharing my screen right now, but there is a sign up form and you can sign up to be a reporter, but also I think a designer, like a layout designer for the magazine. And you can also submit original artwork and designs to that. So yeah, we'd love to have you on the team. So thank you for that. Anyone else have any questions, concerns? Anyone else from the MUN Impact team have anything else they want to share that was left out of the presentation?
I'm just going to add real quickly, there are so many paths in which to join MUN. A lot of people think of it as just a means of debating, and you have to have good public speaking skills. I've always wanted one of my own children to be part of it, and just recently one joined in simply by going into the server with Minecraft and helping build the community and the office space for MUN Impact in this virtual world. So that was his way of joining in MU Impact. A lot of people love to write, and they can join in with their skills as young aspiring journalists. So yeah, many, many different ways. And oftentimes people just find these links and just join in a conversation, sometimes just as a fly on the wall. And before they know it, they're a diplomat or ambassador for one of the regions because they found their niche. So we really encourage you all to find your niche and just join in the fun. We're having just a fantastic time here at MUN Impact. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Newman. Mr. Newman is one of our amazing board members. So, and he's also a teacher and just all around mascot for MUN Impact. So thank you for always supporting us and being here. So any other questions, any other last words? I'm going to stop sharing the screen. So I hope everyone took down the contact information that they need. And if you have any questions or follow-ups, again, feel free to email any of us. We can provide more information. We can send you links that you were interested in that you couldn't save from the chat. So yeah, there are just as we said, there's so many different ways to get involved. We hope that we'll see you back at one of our events or in one of our programs in the future. And I want to thank all of the MUN Impact leadership team members who came today to support as well. Thank you guys. So I'm just gonna close out the room and the
Zoe,
session.
can I stop you for 2 seconds?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Zane, will you describe what your role will be in the upcoming UNODC Department of Drugs and Crime initiative or their conference?
Sure. So I'm going to be a youth representative for the UNODC Kyoto Crime Congress. And I'm going to be talking about a rule of law and criminal justice and how it relates to MUN and education for justice. So yeah.
Yeah, put you on the spot there for a second, because a lot of our leaders are really working in direct contact with real UN officials. So not only were they joining us all summer long in many conversations, but they are now calling on a lot of our members because they are so interested in the voice of youth, to be engaged in these youth assemblies. And so we are essentially impacting their resolutions and their thought processes, because they're putting our members, our youth, at the table to hear our ideas to help solve these global issues in the SDGs. So thank you, Zane, and good luck to you.
Thank you, Mr.
Dean.
Newman.
Yeah, so again, MUN Impact is a jumping point for endless possibilities. And we're really excited that you all joined us today. And yeah, I can't wait to see what you all do once you get involved. So with that, the session will be over. Have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you again, everyone who's involved in planning the session as well. And remember, if you're remember to head over to the 100K Deeds open house that's happening in a couple hours, I think. So yeah, if someone wants to share the link to that in the chat, perfect. The link is in the chat. So yeah, feel free to head on over to that session later on today. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all.
Wait, also, I think our merch shop has 15% off, I think. If you
Ooh.
guys want to go ahead and get at it and buy some merch, just like a note.
Excellent. Well done, team.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.